Hey folks, it's Jang here from the unofficial LEGO Hero Factory MOX blog, and this is a review of Thornraxx. He's from the Series 4 Breakout series from the LEGO Hero Factory. It's one of the villains. Set number 6228. Comes in a bag, small little bag. Let's go ahead and see what's inside that bag. Alright, the instructions go to page 23, which is a little bit longer than I expected for a set that comes in such a small bag. It has a fairly wide range of different types of pieces, so let me go ahead and go through these in order from most interesting to least interesting by my count. First off, on armor, we've got 3 of these black 3 long pieces, 1 orange 3 long. This is actually new. It's a 5 long piece in orange. So we've had that size, we've had that color, but we haven't had this particular combination. It's a longer orange piece. The skeletal pieces here, nothing new here. You can pause the video if you want to look at exactly which ones they are, but not all that interesting. We've got 2 of these really cool right angle triple ball pieces that connect with 2 full-size Technic pins on the back, so those are useful for mock making for sure. One of these, got some small pieces here. We have 3 of these little eye pieces, and that's in just a red. And then these I have not personally seen before. I don't know if it's new for this set, but I haven't personally seen them in this color. These are kind of curved teeth pieces that connect through a miniature pin, half-size pin, and they are now in orange. What else do we have? 1 infected Quasi Spike. These tusk pieces from Raja have also been used in a couple other situations. They're now in black, so we've got a pair of those. That's useful pieces there. Technic lift arm, who cares? These are the shorter launcher pieces that were introduced in the Breakout series. They don't have the hole here. Now we get a pair of them in orange. These are from the 3.0 series. We've already seen these before. We got 3 of those in there. 1 little meteor sphere launcher ball thing, 2 of these flexible small ribbed hoses in orange. Over here, it's hard to see on camera, but you can see it in the shadow there. A pair of Gorast wings, and unfortunately in the bag they got really bent up, but hopefully I can kind of bend those back. If you haven't seen these before, they have a really cool kind of Fresnel effect. You can see as I just turn it like this, kind of looks 3D, almost holographic inside of there. That's pretty cool. I really like when they use that effect. And these do connect using just 1 axle hole or 1 full-sized pin hole from the side, whichever you prefer. And they're, as you can see, they're very flexible, and they are truly transparent, well, semi-transparent. Comes with a hero core, even though it's a villain. That's because the hero cores are what have the game point codes on the back of them that you can enter at herofactory.lego.com. Here is the helmet, or the headpiece for Thornraxx, and it is an Arachnix drone headpiece, but in black now. So you've got 2 different colors available of the same part in the same series now. It's a really cool piece. I actually like it better in silver. It has a little bit more dimension to it, but here you can just see the texturing behind it. A lot of really cool, interesting kind of alien technology kind of design in there. It's got a mean face to it. You're going to be putting a couple of eyes behind here, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places where you can connect something the size of an Exoforce hand, claw piece, and then there's 1 axle hole piece down on the bottom. Okay, and then finally, I saved the best for last. These pieces, brand new color, just introduced. We've not seen this in Hero Factory before. We've not seen this in Technic before. It's not a brand new color for LEGO. I think they actually came out with it about a year ago for some of their system style block sets. But this is being called Dark Azure, A-Z-U-R-E, and it's kind of not quite a turquoise, not quite a cyan. It's closer to cyan, I'd say, but unfortunately it is not the old bright teal that we had. Here I can show you an old Mira in the teal, and it's not that same color, the bright teal or turquoise some folks have called it. It's just not the same thing. It's close in a way, but this is much more bluish. Like I said, it's closer to cyan, but they give you 2 bone pieces and 4 of these plain socket pieces. Let me go ahead and get to building this thing. And wow, what an amazingly inventive set, I say. I've got to put my hand back here so you can see the wings. They really don't show up against a white background, but that is Thornraxx, and yeah, just nothing like it have I ever seen before. They really created their own sort of creature to create this. It's loosely based on the idea of a bee or a wasp, but stinger itself is actually used as a rear leg. It's got a tripod sort of design to it. Wow, very interesting thing. Not only is it an interesting design, but they went really eclectic with the colors. It's a brave color scheme that they chose with the azure and the black and the bright orange that all really contrast against each other, but when you put them all together, it kind of works. And there's a little bit of continuity from the back to the front with the red of the spike here and the red that they used for the sphere that he shoots. All in all, I think this is a great set especially for a small set, just on the account of how inventive it is and creative they got with it. It does, even though it is a fairly small sized creature, it does have a lot of meanness to it. There's a lot of bulk that was built up around the body section of it. The body, as you saw early on, is completely built up essentially from scratch. You know, they didn't use a standard hero body piece inside of there. The range of motion on most things is really good. Like, you can fold that up underneath, tuck them under. Of course, the stinger can rotate all the way up underneath, like so, in an attack up close. The head can kind of look down, like so. It can move back and forward only a little bit through the neck, but at the head itself, that can move and can turn. You can't turn left to right a whole lot, but you can kind of look underneath and then turn to one side or to the other. The wings can be completely moved any kind of way that you want. There's lots of room for motion there, and I think a very playable set, especially since it does have a working launcher, a working shooter. Wow, that is Thornraxx from the Series 4 or Breakout series from Hero Factory. Very cool set by itself, but even more interesting for mock makers, I think, by introducing these new colors. You know what, I'm actually going to give up on getting the wings to show for you here. Just focus on the body. The new colors that they bring in for the bone pieces are certainly going to make for some interesting custom creations out there in the community. And this black Thornraxx, but Arachnix drone headpiece, also very cool. Can be used to make some enhanced Arachnix drones or just your own small creation. I bring back a couple of Gorast wings. Those are always useful for all sorts of different flying creatures, either good guys or bad guys. We've got these new orange pieces. I'm just really happy with this set. I think they did a good job. The only thing that I don't like about the set, only thing that I don't like, is that once it's built, you have this Technic arm that has this one little lone hole just sitting up there out in the middle of nowhere, not doing anything. And you can easily fix that. Just take this entire piece. Oh, everything just fell apart. Just take this entire main front piece, and it does lock in there pretty tightly, but see where I'm taking it right from here? Take that and then just move it up to the top, and then reassemble all the stuff that just fell apart. It is going to affect the range of motion just in the very slightest bit, but it really doesn't make that much of a difference. You can get a little bit of binding against these pieces, but there, done, you know? The one thing, the only tiny little nitpicky thing that I could come up with is solved that easily. The one thing that I didn't like. So there you go. Thornraxx, cool set. Thank you guys for watching. Hope that was enjoyable for you. Let me know if you have any questions or comments regarding the set or the style of doing the review video and the build. Be sure to follow along with new mocks that I'll be putting up on the official, or not official, the unofficial Hero Factory mocks blog at hero-factory.blogspot.com. And I'll talk to you guys again soon.